This will be an installation video of the Dirza bike cargo rack. Although there are a bunch of little parts, it's actually pretty easy to put together and assemble, so let's get started. The manual that comes with it has you install each piece one by one on the bike as you're doing it, but it's actually easier if you pre-assemble the whole thing before you start. Then you can mount it on the back of the seat post, get everything in place, and then tighten it up. So first thing you want to do is put on these U-brackets. Just one screw, one washer, and a bolt. You may have to bend just slightly, but it goes right in. Put on the washer, put on the bolt. Comes with the tool and the Allen wrench, so just tighten them up. Once you got one side done, just flip it over and repeat the process on the other side. Next step, take this apart. Out of the box, these come assembled. Just loosen that, pull it out. Then the assembly is going to be the same. Just inside of that. Then just tighten that up and repeat the process on the other side. Okay, the next step, we are going to attach the bracket to the bike to the bar that will attach to the previous piece we installed. There is a small U-shaped indentation right there that will hold the bolt for you, and that goes towards the bike. It doesn't face out, that way the bolts go in. So they're just a simple bolt. Easier said than done. Holding the bolt for me. Don't tighten it all the way. That way you can adjust it once you start putting it on the bike. Now we just got to get these attached loosely. Left and right side. Slip them on, finger tight. Now we're ready to move on to attaching it to the bike. Take the rack and slide it over the rear tire, getting the poles in position. Then you're going to take the front bracket, you'll loosen that so it opens. Open that up. You're given 2 large rubber pads. Slide the first pad in. Get the rack into position. The second pad in, the opening of the bracket, pull it around. Bring that bracket back around. Get it tightened, not super tight, but slightly tight, just so you can get it in position. Kind of get it evened up, and then we'll move on to attaching the brackets down below. Okay, now we're going to install the bracket on the back. Loosen this screw enough so that you can move this. You'll want to remove this screw prior to starting this step, or have it loose enough. And just kind of scissor it open. This is where you're going to use your other rubber brackets. They're pretty grooved, you can tell exactly where they go. Just slide one in there. Get into position. The other one in on the back. And when you feel like you have the rack in a pretty good spot, as far as how it sits, put the screws back in and tighten them up. Once you have the bracket in place, move to the other side and just repeat the process. Just to note that when you put that second one on, the first one will cause a little bit of tension, so it won't fit as easy. It's not hard, just you will feel the tension there when you are installing it. Now that you have both sides installed, there's 3 screws underneath. 1, 2, 3. You can loosen those up and be able to slide the rack to where you think is the best position for you, whether you're going to be putting a large bag, backpack, hooking a milk crate to it or what. But I would do mine back further there. And then when you're done with that, tighten the 3 screws, tighten this screw, and then just make sure all the other bolts are tight, and then your rack will be installed. After you've gotten everything tightened up, tighten all those and all these up, the only thing left to do is put on your reflector on the back, and bam, you're ready to go. One more thing to mention is it comes with the cargo net. There's 3 hooks on each side. It holds everything pretty good. There's an extension cable that is attached that just goes down, around, and connects just to where your bolts are underneath here. But you're ready to go, and it's strong enough that it can lift.